Alright, once you're done editing Photoshop, you're going to control click on their keyboard. Just get this contextual menu coming up. Click on edit with Photoshop, edit with the Lightroom adjustments. If you get another one that comes up that says render using Lightroom, then click that one, okay? Alright, so you're going to keep this open here, okay? You're going to open up a separate file, do a new file. File, new, and this is where we have to be careful here. We're going to call it our black and white. We're going to call it story template because we're going to post it to our story. Now we're going to, the story size for Instagram and for Snapchat is 1920 by 1080 by 1920. Okay, it should be a vertical one. There we go. So let's bring this tab out there, just like that. Now, as you can tell the difference here, you can see the settings, they're a little different. So let's cancel that. So I'm going to convert, okay. This size here is at 33% viewing. This is at 33% viewing, okay? But this is going to be way too big to copy over here. So you can see this is 17 megabytes down here. And look at this down here is 5. So this is double the size. I mean, it's more than double. So what we're going to do is we're going to downsize this original image. We're going to image size. Just click 70. Let me see. Actually, no. What was our height? 1920, correct? Yeah, 1920. Actually, I should have done this first. Let's do 72 resolution. And let's go to height 1920 because that was our height. Okay. The width was 1080, but leave that alone. We're going to fix that in a second. Now we have it to where we can copy it over. And let's see if I did this correctly. So now we're going to click on the layer and drag it over. Oh, sorry. See, we can't do that. So let's get the original one. Click no. I must have made an extra copy. And then copy that one over. Oh, it's still doing. Oh, I forgot. So up here it says RGB 16. Something I forgot to tell you guys to change in Photoshop. I mean Lightroom. We're going to click on your picture, your original ones you brought over. Click on image mode. Change it to 8 bits per channel. That's just the amount of resolution. So now we should be able to copy it over without that message coming up. All right, cool. So there we go. Now we're going to center the face in the middle, just like that. All right, cool. And then you can continue editing if you like. If you messed up on some of your editing in Lightroom, you can go to shadows and highlights and show more options. Okay, and then you can, do a little bit more editing if you like. But try to do as much as you can in Lightroom so you don't have to do it all here. But sometimes it's a little different in Photoshop. Okay, just like that. Keep it like that. And then one thing I forgot to add in Photoshop Lightroom, let's go back to it, is the effects menu under here, and add a little bit of a little vignette around it. Not too much, just so it'll focus on the face. See, if you mess that up, that's okay, no problem. Just go back and do the steps again to bring it into Photoshop. All right, so there we go. So now in the do now, let me go back here to the do now and get to the actual picture that you're working on. And you can see, if you bring it up, it's actually down here in this. If Twitter is blocked, you guys, then just look it up. Just the Colin Kapernick Nike ad, so you can have it side by side. Okay, see that his is really up close. So, well, if you click on it, then now you can see. Okay, so let's go Photoshop. All right, and then actually I'm gonna just do this. Bring it side by side. So now I'm gonna hide these menus. Everything, just only the layers I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna dump all these over here on the side. Alright, you can see this little brighter up here and stuff. There's more detail, only because his face has more detail. He's older, obviously. So if you want like darker feature, like this on the top and the bottom, you can tell it's like a little darker. You can do this. Do Command J, of the portrait, right? Then Command L. These are your levels, and you can do this. Get this bottom output level. Okay, just believe me, it'll come through. It'll show. Trust the process. We're gonna darken it right about there, 142. Yours may be different. Okay, I'm gonna click OK. Now I'm gonna select the marquee tool, hold it down, get the elliptical marquee tool. Let's bump up the feathering. The feathering is the softness. I'm gonna go to 150, and I'm just going to select a circle around her face. Okay, maybe like right around here. Make a circle, and then I'm gonna hit delete on my keyboard. See, it makes like a little soft area. Now, Command D to deselect it. All right. If you don't like the way it came out, just redo the process. Command D, deselect, and do it again. All right. So see, I kind of darken it here, up here, just like him right there. And then you can tell his eyes, they add a little bit more. No problem. With the tool that's called the dodge tool, click there, dodge tool. Okay, make your brush size smaller using your brackets on your keyboard, which is to the right of the P key on your keyboard. And we're going to choose highlights up here. And I'm going to use my exposure, click and drag it under 50, and just kind of click, click, click. Oh, make sure you're on the layer. See, I wasn't on the layer. Click. You see, brighten the eyes just a little bit. Not too much. You don't want to look like a mummy or Walking Dead or anything like that. Just to pop out the eyes a little bit, like on his. That's it. All right, Command S to save. Okay, depending on how fast your computer is, it'll be fast or slow. So it's asking you where do you want to save it. I'm going to save it on my desktop for now. Okay, but remember where you save it. Okay, click OK. Now you're ready to add the text. So we don't need this picture originally from Lightroom no more because we copied it, right? Now we have it here. Now we're going to type that text in there. And if, please, already type it in another app, okay? Type it in Docs or Gmail. Don't type it in Photoshop like I'm going to do because obviously for this video I'm not going to have a typo because I'm reading it here, but Photoshop does not check your typos. All right, if you can't see your text, it's too small. So let's make it larger. Let's make it 48. You can see the cursor got a little bigger. And I'm just going to type something for now just so I can see, okay, there's my text. It went to the right because look at justified right up here. So I'm going to click justified left. There we go. All right, and I'll let you know what the font is, but I'm going to just use Times right now. Times Roman font or Times font, okay. All right, so I'm going to type that in. Believe in something, period, even if it means sacrificing everything. All right, so if you get this to happen, no problem. Command A, Command T, then you get your menu up here of your character. You're going to use the same, maybe go 2 points higher, 50 on the spacing up here, okay? And it's bold. We're going to take off the bold, do it regular. And now we're going to center it. Okay, it centers. Now you can move it over. Let's move, oops, sorry. If this happens, it's because I'm on the wrong layer. Let's put the text on the layer above. Okay, now we're starting to come together. So I'm going to make the text bigger. And I moved it to the left because what happens is, see, it starts getting bigger. Actually, I can do it like this. So you can see how much spacing there is here and here. Okay, and let's open that up a little bit more. All right, and of course, custodian outside starts using the leaf blower while I'm recording, so sorry about that. And so you can see where the text is. It's right under the eyes. So right about there, okay? The font is not the exact font, but we'll get it to about that point. I believe the font, gosh, in my graphic design days, I can spot a font quickly, and this, I've kind of lost it. Let me see if it's Baskerville. Yeah, there we go. I still have it. So, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything. So there it is. We're not going to put the logo. We can't do the logo because we're going to get in trouble. But if we want, we can print it you can add it in there if you want. Get the Nike logo PNG white and type in just do it. You can place it down here and we can just print it for class. But that's how you do it. Remember to save, Command S. Okay. And then actually I want it a little darker on the vignette, but I'll do that on my own. But you can actually, if you feel you're not satisfied, you want it to look just like it, and you want it darker like I do up here, I'm going to just go here, Command L, and even go darker on my levels. See that? Just to pop it out a little bit. And click OK. Then Command S and save again. Alright, now you're ready to save it for the web. To post, and I'll see if I can get permission, okay, just because it's a project for school. Click save, and then you could put, just say if it was, say this was Brianna, and then Nike black and white add, okay, and then make a folder for it, black and white portraits, and then save. Alright, and there it is, okay. So you're all done. Just show it to me, and then we can see it on your blog. This ends this video. Thank you.